Oh well. How's it going? I didn't start that very smartly. Oh, I meant to start on the other screen, but I forgot to set it. Oh well. Alright, we're about to hear me back. No, we're not. Never mind. I was quick enough. Alright. We should be more or less ready to go. Unity's still loading. I started a little prematurely. Oh, give it a second. I can't even show you it's loading, can I? There it is. Give it a second. I don't know why it's taking so long. I probably screwed it up when I started live. Someone's got the quad bike going outside there. Alright. That can go away. It's been a while since we've been on this project. Been a bit too long, actually. Where'd we get up to? We definitely need sound effects. What do we want to work on first? Do we want to work on ragdolls or sound effects? Oh, they're so cool. Oh, jeez. That's right. I have a game over screen. Nice. Oh, and damn, we actually did a fair bit. Nice. Nice. Okay. What do I want to do real quick? We definitely need to turn that down. Hang on. Let's play that again. That's really fucking loud on the thing. Yeah, that's like redline it every time. So, hang on, let me do some shit in here. Add audio capture somewhere. Unity. Wait, which one did I? No, that's the wrong one. Hang on. Which one is it? Which one is it? Ah. Okay, that there should be a bit better. So now I'll turn that back on, that off. And then that needs to be on that channel. Alright. I really should have set these stuff up before I went live. But you get that. Oh, whoops. Jesus Christ. I'll get there eventually. Give me a second. Alright. There we go. Now I can turn that down, and then this should just be good. I think I fixed it. And then I can turn it down more, if I need to. That should be a little bit better. I don't know. I can't hear it from your end. It just looks a little bit better on the mic, on the levels. All right. So that's actually really cool. We have a start menu and all that. So let's try to find some sounds. I think I want to do that first because it's just going to be way more enjoyable to work on if it sounds a little bit better. First things first, actually. Let's try and open the project. Oh, no, not that one. C#. Sick. Nice, it just opened. Sick. I've been doing Skyrim modding lately, so I wasn't sure that... Yeah, it all seems to be working. I just wasn't sure that it'd be working. See, look, Papyrus over here. Okay, cool. That's fine. The fact that that just works is actually great. This, I don't know what that... Is it because I've called it Project semicolon? Probably. Right? Probably. I feel like it's more of a pain in the ass to get rid of that error at this point than just to roll with it. Alright, Google. Sound effects. What's the one that we normally go to? Free sound? Oh, my internet's gonna be bloody trash, isn't it? Because I'm streaming. I need a button that, like, automatically halves my bitrate. So that it just works. I'm gonna have to log in. Can I just, like, cool? Sick. Go away. No, I don't need to save you in there. I don't give a shit if someone hacks my my free sound account. I'm cool with that. Alright, so what kind of sound are we looking for? I kind of want to go like thruster. Jet thruster bassy potential. What? I'm not going to be capturing this, so you're not going to hear it. Yeah, we'll switch it back over so you can hear. Switch you to that, and turn those off. It's a pain in the ass having to switch between different audio sources. What's this one? Oh no, thruster, that's what I meant to click on. I can't hear shit, hey. A pair of headphones. They disconnect correctly. Sick. That didn't. Hopefully that didn't mess up everything in stream. All right. What was that? That was weird, wasn't it? I think that first one was the one. I think we make use of that one. I need to turn it up in my headphones a little bit. Oh, that was really loud. That was really high. My headphones blowing? Even just the normal, that beat's crackling now. Hang on. These are brand new headphones. I mean, earphones, but... Play again. The song's gone quiet. Play the song. Why does that sound like shit? Yeah, I think I'm just getting crackling in my headphones. It's in both headphones. I don't think they're broken. It's just happening. Oh man, probably because my internet's so shit. Alright, well I think I'm gonna go with this one. Creative Commons 0, sick. We can try and make something out of this, I think. Alright, well, first of all, we need to make the sound seamless, which is job number 1. Download it as an AIFF. I don't even know what the fuck that means. Hopefully Audacity does. Come on. Where'd you open up? Are you there? No? There you are. Alright, here we are. Wrong one. I didn't mean to click on that. That was what I meant to do. Jesus Christ. Why is it so hard? And that I want back over here. Suck. You're outputting to... What audio setup, playback device, headphones. I wonder if we get... Do you get the clipping that I'm getting on stream? I can't even hear it now. I think it sounds fine on your end. Yeah, it sounds fine on your end. Just sounds like shit on my end. That's great. Maybe it's because I'm hooked in through Bluetooth, but still. Yeah, no, fuck it, but give it up on that. Sounds like shit on my end. Okay. Can I hear it? Kinda can I hear it? Okay. We're gonna use this chunk in the middle here. Alright. does it loop? Come on. It didn't loop. God. No, loop the whole thing. It's not amazing. Not loop. Go away. You fuck off. Over there. Okay, is there like a blend thing that I can do here? Actually, what if... Hang on. What if I did something like this? Right, how does this work? How do we make this seamless? Can I just like reverse it? What if I just do that? Effect. How do I do that? Distortion? No. Speed? -1. Negative. Oh, I can only speed it up. Okay, reversing a sound doesn't really make sense, does it? I suppose. Okay, so that is going to be... I need to cut this. How do I cut this? I don't actually know how to use Audacity that well. How do I add a split? Like that. Figured it. Okay. So rather than this being the start, we're going to chuck this down here. That's going to be the end. This is going to be the start. So it's going to start halfway through. Alright, makes sense? And then it's going to fade into this. And then it's going to fade into this. And then that is naturally going to go into here. Make sense? I have no idea if this is going to work. That just works. That's sick. Okay. Export audio. As an MP3. Where can we put it? Actually, sound effects. It's not really an explosion. Seamless thruster sound. I don't know. What do you call it? What would you call it? I'm just going to put it in common. It's good enough for me. I can turn music back on now, I suppose. Oh yeah, we can switch back from that to music and Unity, I suppose. I should have just added an extra one for Audacity. That would have made more sense. I don't know what I'm doing, alright. Alright, well, we're just going to minimize that for now. Minimize that as well. Should we get more sounds, or should we... Yeah, fuck it. Let's just try and implement that. It's been a while since I've done anything like this, so it's going to take me a second, I think. So, we got prefabs, and one of those should be the enemy drop pod, right? This one. Look at it. It's gorgeous. We're going to put a audio source on it. Do we have sound effects? Yep, here, sick. Where did I just save that? Sound effects, common sounds, that's right. Beautiful audio clip. Volume, I guess it's gonna be loud. Play on awake? Yeah. Alright. Let's try it like this. I think it'd be cool to do like a secondary sound that's like the initial, like the ignition of the thruster for when they take back off again. That'd be cool. But that'll be added after. Okay, so I think we're gonna have like a drop pod audio manager on this thing, right? That would make sense. That would make sense, I think. I have absolutely no idea. What's in the drop pod script to begin with? Sweet fuck all. It has a state machine. Yeah, no, we'll just do it in here. Easy. Okay, yeah, no, that's good. Alright, so we'll do a serialized property. Audio source. I think we'll just call it that, audio source. And equals audio source. God damn it, why are you not better at filling this? Okay. So that should get that immediately. And yeah, no, it should just play on awake. Hang on, I think we just leave it as play on awake. We did. Never mind. Overrides. Oh, never mind. It just automatically applies it, I suppose. Okay. Okay. Yeah, and then we can just like mute it on something. Alright, we just do this the easy way first, alright? So what we do is we have just a... Is it going to have to be a public void? I think it's going to have to be public. Yeah. So public void, play, pause, audio. We need a state. Probably underscore that, right? Yeah. Alright, so audio source, hang on, no, let's just go. Oh, God. I don't like the name audio source, but I don't have a better one. So if state equals true, then audio source dot play and if not true, then stop. Right? That'll do for now. And then on the drop pod spawning, it's going to be play awake anyway. Oh, no, drop pod spawning, sorry. On grounded, play audio false. If finish spawning, when finish spawning equals true, it just immediately takes back off again, doesn't it? I think so. So we'll just say here to play again. Alright, that should work. So drop pods should now make that sound on the way down. They should stop, and then they should make that sound on the way back up again. Hopefully. No, do I have to apply overrides? I feel like I do, don't I? Am I just thinking backwards? It's cool. Alright. Let's see if that worked. I need to make them wake up. I died. Okay, so that wasn't bad. How do I make God mode a thing? Do I just turn off the player stats? Can I do that? Does that work? Am I just God now? Okay, well, let's deal with this. Wait, what part of that didn't it like? What? You're throwing an error on that line, though. Why that line? Okay, then it didn't like resolve hit. And then it's calling damage and it's calling kill. The player stats. That's where it inherits from killable and damageable. Shouldn't it just not find the item if it's inactive? So like debug.log damageable.enabled. No. Oh fuck, I can only... Okay, so damageable doesn't equal null. So debug.log whether or not it found something to hit or whatever. Did I put first person controller as damageable as well or something? No. Good, I'm not a complete idiot. Why you do this? About first person controller, are you doing it? God, it's a long ass script. No. God, why do you gotta be so weird? Can I do like .game object? No. How is that all there is? Is it not detecting the component, just the script part? God, I hate inheritance. It's so weird and fuckery. Fine. Fine, I'll do God mode a different way. I'll say damage if enabled return. Same for kill. Does that work? Does that make you happy? Huh? Huh? Are you happy now? I mean, it is happy now, which is nice. Okay. Good, good. I like that. That's good. We at least now have invincibility. We can we can adapt audio. So I do want to have a long distance. So would that mean, like, if that was a higher then further away sounds weirder? What does that do? Because it's now a 3D sound. So it actually considers distance. Does that make that better? Didn't hear him at all that time. Put that back to 1. And keep it at like mostly 3D, I guess. What does that do? We'll try and like dial it in a little bit. I don't know what that means. What's that scale of spread? Does that mean the sound spreads out more? That would make sense, wouldn't it? if I put that up? Like a lot. Why can't I make you louder? In speaker space. That doesn't make fucking sense. It also sucks that we gotta wait 10 minutes to 10 seconds to test it every time. Alright, what happens if I do 2D? Not that, sorry. Like a majority two-dimensional. Oh, I want to hear them getting closer. Why is that just so hard? Linear fall off. Is that better? It's less accurate, but is it better? Okay, we're gonna set the maximum distance to 1,000. And then we're gonna set the spawn height to like 800. Where's that actually set? I have no fucking clue. I don't know. Where's like the spawn controller or something? How are we doing this? I don't remember. Enemy spawner. Spawn height is a variable. Got it. Enemy spawner. Was it a hard-coded one? Oh, it's right there. I'm just blind. We'll set it to 700. liked that. That was better. That was better. Okay. So we'll set the drop height back to like 250. You'll probably take the spread down. And then we'll set the max distance to 250, I guess. I think this is it. I think we figured it. Well, I figured it. No one's here to help me. Bastards. Alright, go a little bit more 3D. Alright, I like that. I like that. Except they're hitting really hard now. So we need a sound that's like a... What sounds do we have? I got a couple of explosion sounds. Are any of them good? Oh, whoops. I'm sorry. I stopped playing music. That didn't play at all. Never mind. Open with Audacity. I don't know where to fucking find Audacity. God. I feel like I've done this before. Why did I mute them? Just solo this one. Jesus Christ, that was loud. Also, yeah, I guess I need a new add application. Audacity. That one. Hang on. I gotta. Dun, 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 dun. Gotta set audio properties. Now. Fucking Christ. I'm sorry about that. Even that was still too much. God, I kind of like it, but it's still too loud, you know? Let's take that one. And we're gonna slow it down. Hang And slow it down even further. I shouldn't have done it that slow. I'm sorry. I've frozen it. I'm sorry. I didn't consider how long that would make it. That was very dumb. Okay, let's try that again. Sick, it recovered the session. I didn't know it would have that effect. Let's try that again, but like not all the way at the bottom, you know? Like here. Okay, that, but then like louder, right? Maybe. I think maybe I speed it up a little bit. I think I went a bit too slow. Hmm. Gross. Bro, you could invert it. It's right there. Reverb? No, we'd add reverb in game. God, I wish I knew just like where that would be. It's less of an explosion. I'm calling it large impact. Alright. So that we want to play this one on impact. So can I just go to the drop pod and add in impact sound and just go audio clip? Is that a thing I can do? I think so, right? And then on grounded, we're going to call that, and then we're going to say audio source dot play one shot, and then the audio clip, right? Does that work? Maybe? Do I have to give it the clip as well? I don't know. Let's see what the fuck this does. I have no idea. This might just work. Vehicles, drop pod, and sound effects. Dumbass. Serialized field. Helps to be able to access it. Okay. Now they should make a little when they hit the ground. Right? Maybe? Kinda? You're for sure not going to have enough time to do ragdolls. That was sick. Oh yeah, I don't die, that's right. I'm not a fan of the impact sound. What's my phone want? Where the fuck even is my phone? Oh. It's just shit. Nothing important. Yes. That wasn't bad. That was better. I at least now know when the drop ships are coming in. That was the main sound that I wanted to actually fix. And I'm quite happy with that. I mean, it'd be nice if it played it slightly earlier. But, you know, shit happens. I don't think we're going to get that much better. Not right now. We could try and play a different, like a takeoff sound as well. But I think that's nice for now. How much time do we got? We got an hour and a half left. Alright, well, do we want to try and ragdoll a character? That is what I said the screen, that's what I set the stream title to. I probably should do that, you know? You know? I'm pretty sure I remember how to do it. Alright, it's going to be different on both the character and the... God, the animation controller is insane. Okay, fuck, quick Google. Hey look, it's my stream. Why would you suggest my stream to me? Oh, Iskal put a video up? Oh, that's weird. I guess I'll watch it later. Righto, what happened? What were we doing again? We were looking at Unity Ragdolls. Brackies! Fuck yeah. You're not even hearing it.
Ragdoll physics is of course used in a bunch of games to simulate characters that are knocked unconscious. However, a lot of newer games have sprung up that are built around ragdoll physics as a main mechanic. So in this video we'll have a look at how to create simple but effective.
Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
Instead, we want them to be controlled by physics. To achieve this in Unity, each limb uses 3 components. A rigid body component that enables physics on the object and applies gravity. A collider, this could be a box, capsule, or sphere that makes the limb collide with objects. And a character joint. This restricts the movement of the limb to simulate real joints. These components combine to give us the goofy and unexpected ragdoll effect. So with that in mind, let's get this party started. So the first thing that you want to do is of course make sure that you're using a rigged character. As you can see, I have this bodyguard model here, which is completely rigged. In fact, we can go through and see all the bones that makes up this character. Now this character is from a free pack on the asset store. I'll of course have a link to it in the description in case you want to download it and use it for yourself. Now I've also set up this character to use some animation. As you can see, he has an animator here with a very simple controller that just plays an idle animation. And if I go ahead and hit play right now, we can see that he's just doing that idle animation over and over. Nothing else is happening. So the first thing that we want to do is of course turn off this animation. So I'm simply going to disable the animator. This is of course something that you can do by script in order.
So one thing that I just immediately wanted to check that I've noticed he's done. His character
to talk about, I'm simply going to disable the animator.
The animator is on the root object. Mine is not. Mine is nested. Which is a pain in the ass. It's a bit of a pain in the ass. I don't know why I did it like that. Probably because it was a first person controller that I modified to become third person. And added an animated controller on top of it. Not amazingly smart. Anyway, we can probably find
animator. This is of course something that you can do by script in order to toggle between animation and ragdoll, but we'll talk more about that later. Yeah, so I'm just going to go ahead and move this guy up so that we can see him falling to the ground once we get the ragdoll applied. And I'm also just going to add in a quick obstacle here. This is just a cube with a box collider. Nothing to it. So now that we have this in place, we're ready to start adding in our ragdoll. And the easiest way to do this is using the ragdoll wizard. Let's go Game Object, 3D Object, and select the ragdoll. And this will open up a window that allows us to humanoid. 90% of cases, this is a really high ragdoll rig can be set up manually in T-pose, which different bones. Now I'm gonna go and open up my bodyguard here, and first we want to find the root node, and from here we can go and find all of the different parts that make up our model. And we can really just go ahead and reference these one by one. However, sometimes naming isn't going to perfectly match. For example, I don't have anything here called pelvis, and so I encourage you to not look so pelvis here, left upper leg here, right. So let's drag.
Alright, let's just try it. Should we start with the character or the... Let's start with the enemies, it's more fun. The character just gets a game over at the end of the time, so I don't give a shit about his. Let's start with the enemies. Prefabs, enemies. Which ones do we have? Why are they like the same? Which ones am I using? Enemy spawner. It spawns in a drop pod. Oh, and foot. Enemy prefab is foot soldier mark 2. Okay, got it. What are you there for then? Can I delete you? I didn't immediately break anything, I don't think. Nice. Alright, you get out of here. How's it going, big boy? We're going to put you up off the ground so we can drop you on your face. Got that? Sound good? Let's do it. Alright. So he is a little bit better because... Animator. So a little more simple to do this. So 3D Ragdoll Wizard, and let's start figuring this out. He's immediately gonna left hips and left pelvis is confusing. He means thigh right? So hips would be pelvis. Thigh left would be left. Right hips would be right. Shin left. Shin right. Foot left. Foot right. I'm guessing chest is middle spine? Neck. Would that be the head? Let's see what he does.
That in. For the left knee, we can see is one that leads to our shoulders. So for our left arm here, let's go ahead and open up our left shoulder, and there we have the left arm. We'll open that up to the forearm, which is the left elbow. Let's do the same thing with the right arm. So right arm goes with an opening. Spine 1 that leads to our shoulders. So for our left arm here, let's go ahead and open up our left shoulder, and there we have the left arm. We'll open that, so it'll spin up the neck and find the head object. add in. And as for the head, we'll go ahead and open up the neck and
Okay, so he opened up the neck. Open up the neck. Crazy. Okay, so head, chest, okay, and then the elbows. So arm left, arm right. I'm changing that to be upper arm. No, not that. Jesus. What was that? Middle spine, chest, wasn't it? That'll do. Okay, and then right forearm and left forearm. Okay, that's for sure not going to work. What happens if I press play? Right? It breaks, for sure. For sure, for sure. Alright, so if I delete the animator and maybe just turn off the enemy AI script, what happens? Okay. So the other problem is this capsule collider. So without that, beautiful. Okay, I can probably keep enemy AI on, right? Okay. We definitely need a better way to do this than the fall timer. That's really bad. It's not clean at all. At all. So yeah, now we need to trigger that through code, right? Not impossible, but annoying. Should we make another script that is just the Ragdoll controller? No, because I kind of want to make it so that if I have to, I can trigger the Ragdoll for like some other effect. Maybe I want to do like a stunned effect or something. You know, and then it can get back up. So I don't want a Ragdoll to be a one-way ticket. Know what I mean? So I am going to need a function that triggers Ragdoll. I think we'll just put it down here. Void trigger. Actually, toggle Ragdoll. And it's going to have a bool state. Okay. So, what are all the things that it needs to do? Hang on, let me get a little pen and paper here. Hang on. Move me packet of chips. Alright, so first thing it needs to do is disable animator. Easy. I can do that. We don't want it to disable the enemy AI because obviously that's the part we want to keep. I don't know if we need to delete the nav mesh agent because that is we're only making use of the nav mesh agent. We need to toggle the capsule collider. Disable capsule collider. Okay, and then we're also going to have to go through all of these things here and set these to is kinematic. So I think we do need another script that is the Ragdoll manager. I think that would be the wise thing to do because it's going to have a whole list of like that. And yeah, in the same way we have the material controller, I think we have the Ragdoll controller. Enemy Ragdoll controller. Alright, and that's gonna go right there. Okay, we're gonna take this whole function and delete 90% of it. Don't care about that. We do want the animator. Also, that doesn't need to be get component in child. It just needs to be get component animator. Yeah. Animator, anim, capsule, collider, col with 2 L's. Okay, and we're going to want a public void toggle ragdoll. Same as we had up just before. And we're going to delete that one from here, because we don't want it anymore. Toggle ragdoll. There, go away. So yep, we do want the enim, and we want the capsule controller. Beautiful, wrong one. We're going to have to get rid of some open shit in a second. But alright, so if we're setting it to true, like as in setting ragdoll to true, then we're setting enim equals not state. Enim.enabled, sorry. Collider as well. And we're going to need a serialized field of rigid bodies? Yeah. RBs. Heh. God, I'm good. Okay, I think we turn the main rigid body off. Main rigid body. We turn it off when we ragdoll, I think. Alright, we'll say... Wait, why'd I do it that way? I can do it this way. Bam. And then I'll just say main rigid body dot is kinematic equals true equals state. So it will be kinematic if it's ragdolling, and it won't be kinematic if it's not. Which is good. I think that works. Alright, and void toggle rigid bodies. That probably doesn't need to be its own function, but I will anyway. Because fine. Because who cares? Bool state. Is kinematic equals state. Alright, so that'll just loop through all of the bodies and set them to a certain state. So on Ragdoll, we're going to toggle rigid bodies to be not state. So if we're going into Ragdoll, which if this equals true, then we want those to not be kinematic so that they do move around. And then if we're toggling out of it, then we want them to be all kinematic and rigid and good. Yeah. I think. What am I missing? Am I missing something? I don't think I'm missing anything. Alright, let's go to the enemy AI and we will say enemy ragdoll controller. Ragdoll con. We're calling it ragcon. Just cause sick. Boop, boop, and ragdoll controller. Beautiful. And on awake, it's just going to say ragdoll controller dot toggle ragdoll false. Yeah. And then what we're going to do is damage, kill right here. Instead of kill and remove enemy immediately, we are going to remove enemy immediately. We're going to delete game object with a time of, call it 10 seconds. And we're going to ragcon.toggle ragdoll. Like that. So now when it dies, it should trigger the ragdoll. And that's it. And then just on start, it just does toggle ragdoll false, just to make sure that all the settings are in the right spot. Because I don't want to go through manually and toggle all the rigid bodies. So right now, if we press play, this foot soldier should just go to the ground, like he normally would. We'll turn animator on, like it was before. Overrides, apply all. Okay, now if he just presses play, I was wrong. It's not quite working. Now, why would it be doing that? Hey? Why would you be doing that? Actually, I have no idea. What? Alright, might be this, the character joints. That would make sense. How do you select them all? Why? Good enough. That'll work. Okay. This for sure isn't even the solution. Like, that's the most annoying part of this. Didn't I put a foot in? But why? What about you is doing that? It doesn't make sense. Why is it doing that? I don't get it. What does Bracky say at the end of the video?
And find the hit object. Strength at we then go to the right forearm and we simply want to right click on the capsule collider and hit paste component values. However, as you can see, this so tiny bit misplaced. So let's go to our spine. Let's navigate to side bending. You can of course just go in, let's find the right leg here, hit edit joint angular limits and simply make your adjustments by pulling these handles. Work. And that is by simply adding a physics collider to all of our limbs. So in our project, let's hit create. Let's do is adjust the results, static friction.
God, the internet sucks when I'm streaming.
And head. So let's select our left upper leg, our left leg, our right upper leg and right leg, our right arm, forearm and hand, our left arm, forearm and hand. And let's simply drag this limbs material onto our capsule collider. Let's also select our head and drag it onto there as well. And now if we go ahead and hit play, we can see that our character falls in much the same way. However, once he hits the ground, we can see that all of the limbs will kind of smoothly flatten out. That is because there is much less friction between each individual limb and the ground itself. In fact, we can go ahead and decrease this even more just to see how this looks as well. Bounciness to 1 just to make and that all his limbs are kind of glitching through the ground. Going to the collider, you can do this for all colliders if you want. So in our case, the problem is with the right hand. And on the rigid body, we can change collision detection from discrete to play. And without changing any other settings, we can see that the hand is now going to land straight on the ground. Much, much better. Awesome! So now we actually have a working ragdoll. Of course, I recommend you go through and adjust all the colliders more than I did here. You can see that our hands are probably too big since they're doing this. Some of the joints are bending in a tiny bit of a weird way. But we now have a ragdoll. And of course, it's completely physics enabled. So if we add any other physics objects, they will interact with it. In fact, let's go ahead and try and add a... I'm gonna go ahead and set the map. Just give it a fall is in. That's because once you have one bodyguard, you might as well have a lot of bodyguards. You can set up a doll using a simple script. It's not a particularly advanced thing to do, but it definitely deserves its own video. So I've gone ahead and included a link in the description to a video that shows you how. Essentially, it's just about enabling and disabling the components and the animator interchangeably. Another really cool thing that you see in games these days is active
I know. Okay. Let's play it, and let's pause, and let's see what components are active. See, it should be good. All of that should be good. I don't get it. What the fuck is happening?
We want to turn off the ragdoll physics if the character's not dead or anything. So I'm going to go into character control. And as soon as the game begins, before the physics starts kicking in, I want to turn it off. First, I want to move this code to another method. So I'm just going to create a method called set collider spheres. And I'm going to move these into the method. So now we just have one line here. And above that, I want to create another method, set ragdoll parts.
This guy's gone way further than I...
First, I'm going to find all the colliders by using something called get components in children. That's going to give me all the colliders in the hierarchy. And for each of the colliders,
This is just going to disable the colliders.
trigger means the collider is not going to be a physical object anymore. It's going to go through every other physical object, but we don't interact with the physical. In order that we found is not the same as what. And I want to go back up and create a list, drag to this list. For the spheres here, because the spheres are colliders as well, we don't want to put them into the same list as the ragdolls. And let's go back and play. We can see all the ragdoll parts here, all in one list. And if we take a look at the hip, for example, it's definitely touching the box collider, but again, because it's a trigger, it's not going to interact with it like it's a physical object. I'm going to exit play mode. And at some point, I want to be able to turn on the ragdoll physics. So I'm going to create a method in the list object now. Gravity velocity from the player, because it's a ragdoll. So I'm going to go to the attached body, and velocity is going to be 0. I think I should also turn the animator off. Enable this false. Because we don't have any attack moves or any NPCs yet, I'm just going to create a temporary code into the air. Systems ragdoll of the player.
What the fuck?
Forearm. Right description, and we click on create. Created. Except there's something wrong with the elbow here. Click on the right forearm. Except because it's on the other side, all we got to do is want to create a only used in. First, we want to put them into the right position and size. As which is just a paste it into the right hand and paste it into the right hand. I think I increase the distance here. Okay. Click apply. The problem here is that all these colliders are going to interact with the box collider here, which should not happen, but let me click play just to show you what happens. So the character is just going to bounce off everywhere.
So it's because of the colliders. But I already had them set up like that. I purposely did it like that so that the enemy would have a bunch of more accurate collision, like when getting shot. Wait, what? Okay, so fuck. I gotta have one or the other. I can't have both. I can't have both accurate bullet collision and ragdoll physics. He turned off colliders.
We want to turn off the ragdoll physics if the character's not dead or anything. So I'm going to go into character control. And as soon as the game begins, before the physics starts kicking in, I want to turn it off. First, I want to move this code to another method. So I'm just going to create.
So I just can't have nested. I have to use this. It doesn't make sense. So if I go toggle rigid bodies, alright, so if I'm setting it to false, then in this, right, setting ragdoll to false, so we want it to be good. So we're toggling rigid bodies. What? Fuck! Oh, this is shitting me. This is really starting to piss me off now. Okay, if this equals true, then we're turning it into a ragdoll, which means is kinematic needs to be set to false. Like that. Okay, yes. in this, I'm going to say rbs.getComponent dot transform equal. So if is kinematic equals true, then the collider is got to equal false. Right? Yeah. So now this turns off colliders as well. It's just magically work. I fucking hate this. Why is it getting that? Okay, I get it. Has initialized equals false. Has initialized equals true. If not has initialized, then initialize. Okay. So that should keep that happy. Why is this so shit? Enemy AI. We're doing another layer of colliders. So this is enemies, and then that is enemy AI. No. Infect the children. Wait, no. Enemy AI, infect the children. No. Enemies, infect the children. And then we set this to... No. Okay. So now... Not yet, not yet, not yet. So if I go into physics, if I go into here, and I say, enemy AI does not collide with enemies. Alright? So now... Now it shouldn't glitch out. Because the inside colliders shouldn't... Yes! Yes, they shouldn't interact with the outside colliders. Okay, are they still on though? Yes, they are. Yes! Okay. Okay, and then... Where's the bullet pool? The bullet pool is here. So friendly mask... just doesn't hit enemy AI. Okay. So now we should have accurate bullets. As well as ragdoll physics. I think I got it. I think I've gotten it here. Let's wait for something to land. Hang on. Where the fuck are you? Oh, right there. They're still able to shoot me. That's awesome. Okay. So enemy AI on death. We can just say this dot enabled equals... Alright, we don't even have to do that. We can just say enabled. Enabled equals false. So that way it won't continue to shoot us. Another thing I want to do also, just because we can, let's turn max health all the way down to 30. Let's just make them a bit weaker. They don't need to be bullet sponges, especially now. I'm just trying to test shit. Also, I forgot to fix my audio settings for you. So mute that. And it should be good. Yeah, there we go. Sorry, that would have been really loud. I had two audio sources going for Unity. Oh, they just fall backwards. That's better. Alright, well, we got it. We got Ragdolls working. Oh my god. That was harder than I thought it was going to be. I wanted to modify it even more. I wanted to make it so that the enemy foot soldier could just like fall apart. So that like the arm could just fall off or something, you know? Like rather than being as it is, I could just make it so that the leg just falls off or something like that, you know? What do we got? We got half an hour. Oh, I don't think I'd have the time to do it. I better call it here. But that's good. I'm happy with that. That was good. A little bit of a pain in the ass, but we got there in the end. What am I looking for here? Oh, I don't have it. I was going to play music for the last little bit, but I've closed the program. Why are you already there? Hang on, I thought I deleted you. Oh no, I brought you back just then to make a point, didn't I? Yeah. I think they're a bit top heavy. They go backwards real quick. Oh, that's funny. At least they fall on each other accurately. Oh, it was good fun. After playing Satisfactory, my jump feels like it doesn't glide enough. Alrighty then, I better leave it here, and I'll catch up with you next time. Thanks for the one follow that dropped in at some point. Don't get a lot of viewers on this channel. This is the first stream. I can't expect to get thousands. You know what I mean. Anyway, thanks for watching anyone that stops in for the VOD. I'll catch you next time I get a chance to stream.